Okay, we're back, everybody. Sorry about that if you're just joining us. This is part 2 of our live stream here on Wednesday, March 6, 2024, as we're talking about the second episode of Survivor 46 titled Scorpio Energy. We've already talked about this for 28 minutes on a live stream here on Facebook, YouTube, and on Twitch. But it went dark for no apparent reason. So we're here back again. I'm Dave, back with Jaemeel Robinson and Josh Foster, guys.
I blame Sam. I think Sam somehow hacked it into our stream and turned it off because I came back and started talking about Kenzie again.
Karma.
Yeah, was it about? It was about the Kenzie stuff. Yeah, it was when we were starting to talk about the karma and all those kinds of things, guys. Well, just when we were about to go down, I was about to say, well, even though this episode was 2 hours, I feel like it was kind of just a longer version of what we normally get. It was just like we saw what was going on with the individual tribes leading up to the challenge. And then we had the challenge itself. And then there was the sort of a little bit of the aftermath, a little bit with Nami and Siga, but mostly, of course, focused on Yanu as they were headed to tribal council. And then we had the tribal council itself, and that was it. And then the episode was over. I don't know if, and I don't know what else to expect, but, as we covered the plot of the episode, it felt like, well, yeah, in the first hour this happened, and in the second hour this happened, but overall it was kind of like just longer segments of what we would normally have. Would you guys agree with me on that?
Yeah.
I guess it's less, so they don't have to be as selective about what they show us. They give us a lot more of these dynamics, what's going on with the different tribes, but and mostly what that I feel like that nets out to in these segments is you get to see who's on the bottom and how they're kind of dealing with being on the bottom, whether they know it or not. Right. Well, more so in the case of Nami, less so in the case of maybe with Siga, which is more of a different power dynamic that still has to see how that's going to play out if they do go to tribal council. But there was no indication here, guys, that we're going to any kind of a tribe swap in the preview for the next episode.
I don't think they are.
Yeah, so they're gonna have a challenge next week, presumably, where you're gonna have 2 people sitting out of each challenge, well, at least in the case of Siga and Nami, not for Yanu, of course. They'll have to play all their people. But if somehow Yanu ends up losing again, what happens then?
Banu goes to Kenzie and calls her a mermaid dragon.
He did call her a mermaid dragon in this preview, guys. I think that's a good segue. Let's look at the episode for next week, guys.
People think Hunter's a really sweet dude. I can see right through that facade.
Next time on Survivor. That's how you do it. Wow!
Is that a boat?
Oh my God, this is out of control.
I need some help, Kenzie.
She's like this mermaid dragon.
So there's probably going to be a raid the camp type of thing, right?
Mermaid dragon is how he describes her. Yeah. Do you think they would want to lose on purpose just to vote out Banu and not bring him into any kind of a merge situation? Imagine there is a tribe swap and you're like Kenzie and you end up with Banu. Like after tonight, would you want that? Is he's your ride or die?
For Kenzie?
Yeah,
I wouldn't have a problem with it.
Well, if you're her, oh no, you hate Kenzie now. I forgot. Yeah, you're all.
I didn't say I hate Kenzie.
You're just about her demise.
Yes.
Okay. Right.
But so, from her perspective, it would be terrible. It would also be terrible if she's with Q too, because I'm pretty sure Q is going to throw her under the bus. And the fact that Tiffany knows that Q would throw her under the bus, Tiffany has to start making some decisions going forward. See, with people like Banu have always been in the game from time to time, those good-hearted individuals who, wear their heart in their sleeve. It's typically they partner up with someone that kind of shepherds them through the game. And unfortunately, in this tribe, in their tribe, there's no one there that is willing or able to do that for him at all. because you see he feels like he is like being strung around, like he's on a rope behind the entire tribe, about to fall off into the precipice, right? And that's why he went and he begged them, like, tell me, what am I supposed to do? Include me, right?
Right.
That's like, you are setting yourself up. If they were going to go and vote out Jess, they needed to lock in Banu. And the fact that they did not do that, that just tells you how bad this team is.
Maybe they did lock in Banu, but then he just went off anyway.
Once again, I stated there's been players like Banu before, and they are managed, and he does not look managed.
Would you compare him to like a Philip, or is he not that type of a player?
Not even Philip. Even what was your dude a couple seasons ago? Very good-natured, hardworking, South Asian immigrant individual.
Oh yeah, I think I still have him on the soundboard somewhere.
But you get the gist of what I'm saying, right? Foster, you understand what I'm saying, right? Like, people like him need to be managed, right? And assured, right? For the betterment of the team. He is a hard worker, strong. Like, you want him to be included. If you're going for the strongest team possible, you would want Banu to be there. You got to teach him.
Yeah, like he definitely, like, once again, like, we notice with this shorter seasons, there's, at the beginning of each game, there's a select few individuals that go too hard. And if you have the unlikelihood, or not unlikelihood, sorry, the unfortunate of having it twice in a row at the beginning, like the last two survivors, then the people, like, you start to panic, right? And you start to play your game too early, because you're kind of forced to, but at the same time, you're not also composing yourself to kind of let the situation still play out, right? And what's interesting is that in this tribe this season, there's more than one kind of apparent option at all times, if you will, even though the vote is maybe more obvious.
Right. Jaemeel, you're thinking of Nasir.
Nasir.
Yeah.
That's music to my sound.
Music to myself. All right.
Smells really good.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, that's amazing. That's music to my sound.
They play it twice.
Always something new, and it's never easy. You have to work hard to get it.
Have to fuck hard to get it. Yeah. I think they have very different temperaments, I would say, those two guys.
Banu is has a lot more fire in his belly.
Banu is just like, I feel like he's losing his mind a little bit. I think he's going crazy, not slowly, fast. And
I think that's because he's not being assured.
I think it's because he's not eating when he's used to eating. So I think that that's part of it. We already looked ahead to the next episode. That's just
that interruption really threw off our whole sequence of events.
Well, it did throw us off. We're here on our part 2 of this recap, guys. I think we need to talk a little bit more about Jess and just what did she do right and what did she do wrong in this game. Jaemeel, like, I know she was your pick, and she's from the 6, and you were hoping she would be able to do it, and she got some moments on this episode. But let's have a look at her exit interview before you expand on her and see what we can see.
I got. Those people are masterminds. That was incredible. So if there's anything I could take away from my experience, it's that I should have started strategizing at the very beginning. But I had an amazing time playing Survivor. I really enjoyed getting to know everybody. I've had a blast out here. Even though, like, my face might not convey it, I don't have enough calories to smile.
Masterminds, guys. Masterminds.
She's a lot nicer than me. She is a lot nicer than me. Is what I'm saying.
They are incredible at this game. She can't even think without her calories. What's going to happen?
I'm sorry. I just find like a lot of this laughable because you're on this huge island and they're like, we're gonna put this in the rock and we're gonna try to lead her to it. Like, how are you guaranteeing that someone is going to go to a specific area, to a specific opening to find this thing?
Well,
Right?
they would have found it. According to them, it was obvious. They didn't think much of Jeff's searching abilities.
Dave, when I hide things myself, I'm pretty sure I can find it too. Right? It's their statement means like nothing. Right?
I don't disagree. I think that they were a little, and I think it was a little mean to say Jess is an idiot. She can't even find this thing. We obviously hit in the wall so that we could trick her into thinking she has an idol. You know, like I don't know. There was a lot of unsavoriness. And guys, yesterday was March. Today is March 6th, guys. And is Jaemeel? Do we have a new Jaemeel? We'll see if our stream is intact.
It says it's still live.
We're still live for the moment, guys. Well, while we're live, today is actually Jess's birthday. It is March 6th. Her episode, the episode where she's voted out, airs on her birthday, and she's a fellow Pisces in an episode called Scorpio Energy.
I'm just saying, if there's any live events, with how you were acting towards Jess earlier on, I don't know if you're going to be welcome at this live event party.
We're fellow Pisces, Jaemeel, Jess and I.
I'm just saying.
I'll say Pisces power. She'll agree. You know, like okay, the indignity here suffered on Pisces as Jess in this episode where she's voted out is called Scorpio Energy. Foster, what's your response?
I think it was kind of underlined that she was going home and no one figured it out.
Yeah, but and they were like, well, we can't vote her out. She's a Pisces, and the episode's called Scorpio Energy.
Oh, sorry, like that. Oh, then they missed an opportunity.
They missed a huge opportunity. I think that this was
who said the line. Who said Scorpio power?
I actually don't even know who said it.
I missed it. I must have missed it.
Foster, do you have any idea who said the words Scorpio Energy in the episode or the line?
No.
Memorable line.
Well, in a 2-hour episode, like who can even it's so easy to miss it. It could have come at any point.
Unless you know what? I bet it was Ben. Who said it. Wasn't Ben who said he was a Scorpio?
I'm gonna look that up in a second, guys. Liz actually Liz and I share the same birthday, March 18th, which we also share with Jameel's mother.
Yes,
for that matter, and JG Hertzler and some other people.
Okay, so out of those 3 people, the 4 people that you mentioned, I like 3 of them.
Well, fellow Pisces. I gotta back him up. Okay, Ben. We were asking what Ben was. Ben is a Aries, guys.
Aries.
He was already talking about being an Aries.
So he was okay. Astrology came out last episode where he said it was an Aries. Who said they were a Scorpio?
I'm gonna have to go through the whole cast to figure out who the Scorpio is.
Foster, any thoughts? Do you think it's Venus? That's a Scorpio?
I'm not sure. I'm gonna say randomly Charlie.
Charlie is not a Scorpio.
Charlie
is a Capricorn.
I think it's Venus.
No, that would be she's Libra.
Mm-hmm.
Mariah is a Pisces as well.
Ooh.
Well, that's there you go, guys. Mariah and tonight and Liz, fellow Pisces, their birthdays only 4 days apart. One born March 14th, one March 18th, just like me and Ashley Millard. And that has to tell you that they're going to be great friends and allies in this game. Pisces power all the way to the end. Can you dispute it?
I think time's going to tell. Dave, I think time's going to tell. Not to say that Ashley's going to wait till your back's turned and stab you or anything. I'm just saying you and Ashley, Dave and Ashley, for real. Mariah and Liz, not for real.
Okay. Banu is a Scorpio, guys.
Really? Okay.
Kenzie is not. Q is also a Pisces. There's a lot of Pisces power in this cast, guys.
Foster, isn't that amazing?
Jeez,
Tiffany is a Aquarius. Guys, this is incredible data we're getting here. What do you guys? What would you be prediction for Hunter?
Hunter's a Leo.
Hunter's a Leo. I would imagine he is. No, Pisces, fellow Pisces.
I should have known. Foster, I should have known.
Guys,
the signs were all there.
Randon is not a Pisces. He's a Libra. We got Soda's an Aries. Much like
what makes Pisces so great? Can you describe why Pisces are so great?
Born between February 20th and March 20th, basically, and we're the best. And then April 20th. This starts right now. We're in the season of Pisces at the moment, Jaemeel.
What do you mean, like are Pisces, nimble and smart and have integrity?
Smart. Integrity. We have all those things and more. Just keep, wait. Some of us with more than others, but it varies. But, generally we do have all those things.
Dave, do you feel that Jess has let the Pisces community down?
Has Jess let the Pisces community down? No, she's bringing it back on Big Brother Canada 12 as she's one of the mystery house guests. Spicy V. She's spicy Pisces.
No, I said is Jess.
Oh, Jess.
Not
Who's
Spicy V.
Spicy V also a Pisces, I believe. Who's Jess? Oh, Jess. Jess is a Pisces. I didn't even remember her.
Jess, who is she? Forgotten character. I don't know who Jess is. We just watched this episode 2 hours we spent.
Yeah, I needed that moment. That's who we're talking. That's what we're covering here, guys. Well,
final thoughts, Jaemeel. My final thoughts.
Final thoughts.
Okay. I still stand behind my pick of Jess. I wish she did better. Unfortunately, she did not. She at least lasted more days on. Wait, did she? No, she still lasted less days than Francesca, but she only got voted out once. She survived 2 tribal council. She survived 1 tribal council. That's more than Francesca ever did. So therefore, she's not the worst player of all time. Team Jess.
All right. Any final thoughts from you, Foster?
Let's hope it's not another massacre next week.
Okay. Have you been watching any Big Brother Canada 12? Foster?
It started? I didn't even know.
Look, I'll be perfectly honest, Dave. I'm like, oh, we finished our draft. I had no clue when the episode started. I thought it was starting tonight. And people were telling me, you sent me a message saying, oh, your pick showed up. I'm like, really? They had digital dailies already out. I didn't even know that.
They came out swinging at 7:00 p.m. yesterday with the premiere. And there's an episode on tonight. It probably just finished. Actually, it was happening when we were on here. But we're not covering that here every episode. But, we're still doing our draft and cheering it on and all those kinds of things. And, I don't know if can I spoil who the mystery people are? I already kind of told Jaemeel. One of them.
You said the one. I don't know who they are, to be honest, but
one spicy V. From
no clip or 11. Video that you no clip or audio that you have from Spicy V.
Oh, you know. How about this one?
This pitch sucks.
Yeah.
I am so good at this game.
Foster, from that line, do you think she won?
No, but I think she was in the Wendy's thing last season.
She was in the Wendy's.
She was in the Wendy's.
She's went from Wendy's.
Yeah, I think I remember her.
She was like the first jury boot, I think, in her season, wasn't she?
Remember, she was the invisible HOH and almost put herself up.
Yeah, she wasn't a good player. Like, she was.
She was an exciting. Yeah, she was an exciting player. her
They
messing
were
with
like
Tara.
they were calling like All-Star Legend. I was like, can we just put this in perspective, please? You know, I get she's big in the community, but
Did you want the Rose Show to come back?
no, but I was just like, can we just like Kevin Martin's legends and that kind of thing. But Spicy V, this is our chance.
Kevin Martin, my issue was, sorry for the Big Brother talk, folks, is that I was concerned that the people, when they were talking about All-Star Legends, I'm like, majority of the All-Star Legends have already played twice, or you don't want to see them play again. I don't necessarily want to see Big Brother 10 winner. Sorry, is it Big Brother 10? Kevin. It's either 10 or 9. I think it's 9. Big Brother 9 winner Kevin to play again.
I don't need him to play again either. But I'm just saying how you're labeling these returning players, and so it's and the other one is Anthony. So the runner-up from season 9. Right? I got that
No,
right?
he 7. Yeah, with what's his name? With the
Jane.
Yeah, with the lack of teeth. Yes.
Yeah. The pretty boys and all that.
Yeah, the pretty boys.
Yeah. So all that, guys. So anyway, Big Brother side, but
I'm more excited about the season because of the inclusion of those two players, because I will say that the cast wasn't that interesting in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm with you on that too. So anyway, that's our Big Brother talk here on the part 2 Survivor. If you're still with us, bless you.
Bless you.
Thanks for being with us tonight. Thanks to Foster. This has been a late one, guys. This was a 2-hour episode of TV. We have to talk about. We had 2 sessions here, and I feel like we've done our duty, and we can get off the air here tonight and get out of here. So with no further ado, make sure to check out our other podcasts on the United Federation of Podcasts, a network of podcasts with all kinds of different shows. Tomorrow I'll be on my son's podcast, Aiming on Track, a music podcast, talking about the very best of Stan Rogers, a great Canadian folk singer.
Foster, who's your favorite Stan Rogers song? What's your favorite Stan Rogers song?
You don't even know. It's okay.
All right, I can't. I don't. I'm too tired to come up with a Woody joke.
Check out the show tomorrow and learn all about it. You're gonna be pleasantly surprised to find out you like this song.
Can you name 106 songs from Stan Rogers?
Can you say his name straight without laughing? I don't know. It's a tough one.
Is it Steve Rogers?
I'm a little awake.
Steve Rogers.
And welcome to the newest member of the United Federation of Podcasts. It's called Hey, Did You See This One?
It's a movie podcast where the 2 lead individuals, Jason and Stephen
Waters.
Stephen Waters. They talk about a movie each week. They usually do 4 per month, where they are wondering if you've seen this one, and you join them on the journey as they go through a little bit of nostalgia as they try to remember these classic films, both good and bad.
Yeah. Well said, Jaemeel, and welcome to the network here on the United Federation of Podcasts. And with that said, we're gonna get out of here, guys. Did I tell you? Oh, I just gotta tell you the story. I listened to this Mike Bloom podcast. I already told Jaemeel about this, Foster, but I'll tell you about this. So Jeff Probst asked the cast to Survivor 46 when they got out on the beach. This wasn't on the show. Like when they're first out there together and they can talk. He goes, "I have a question for you. If you punch yourself in the face and it hurts, does that mean you're strong or are you weak?"
Like, what?
I'm trying to process the question. I don't even know about an answer yet. Like,
if you punch yourself in the face and and it hurts, are you strong or are you weak?
what? I understand. I understand the question. I just don't understand. I just don't how to. That's confusing.
This is old school survival. That's when we inflicted a little more pain.
Yeah. Are you strong because you are so strong that you punch yourself, that you hurt yourself? Or are you weak that you took a shot from yourself and you couldn't handle it?
But then does that mean that you're weak because you weren't strong enough to hurt yourself?
That's true.
It's a paradox.
Yeah, I don't
a
think we're thinking about it the same way, but that's okay. I'm too tired.
It's a never-ending loop here, guys. That's how Probst does it. And with that, we'll leave you with a quote by him, Jeff Probst. We'll see you guys next time. Thanks to Jaemeel and Foster, and to everyone here who stuck it out with us in both sessions. Have a good night.
Because that is what Survivor is about. It is about pushing yourself to your personal limit and then seeing if you got one more step.
See you next time, everyone.